Hi, I'm Andrew with Prudent Reviews, where we help you find the best products for your home. There's a lot of debate over which nonstick pans are better. The makers of Teflon will tell you that their coating performs better and lasts longer, while the makers of ceramic-coated cookware will tell you that Teflon is toxic and ceramic pans are safer and healthier for you and the environment. So which type of cookware is really better? In this video, I reveal the truth about Teflon and ceramic nonstick pans. You'll learn how they compare in safety, performance, durability, and more. Before we get started, I need to quickly define Teflon and ceramic. Teflon is a brand name of a slippery and strong chemical coating called PTFE. Some cookware brands use Teflon, but others source their materials from other PTFE providers or make their own. Since Teflon was the first and still is the most well-known brand of the substance, most consumers still refer to any PTFE nonstick coating as Teflon. So when I refer to Teflon in this video, I'm referring to all PTFE coated cookware. The ceramic nonstick coatings I talk about in this video are not really ceramic. They're made from silicon dioxide, a byproduct of sand. During manufacturing, a process called sol gel transforms the material into a gel that gives the coating its nonstick properties. Although it's not made of actual ceramic, it's labeled as such because of its smooth, glossy texture that mimics the look of ceramic. Both Teflon and ceramic nonstick coatings can be applied to a variety of base materials, including aluminum, hard anodized aluminum, and stainless steel. For the sake of this video, I'm just focusing on the coatings and how they compare. One of the biggest concerns for most people when considering Teflon or ceramic-coated cookware is safety. Ceramic nonstick hit the market in the early 2000s, and since it's still relatively new, there's minimal research on its possible health and environmental impacts. Despite the lack of research, its popularity surged around 2007 and has remained in demand due to fears over toxic chemicals such as PFOA being used in the manufacturing process of Teflon. While these fears were valid at the time, they are no longer relevant. Long story short, in 2006, the Environmental Protection Agency, DuPont, the maker of Teflon, and other nonstick coating manufacturers formed a stewardship program to eliminate the use of harmful chemicals in the material. And by 2013, they all accomplished that goal. One risk with Teflon-coated nonstick cookware is overheating. If you expose the coating to temperatures over 500 degrees Fahrenheit for several minutes, the material will release fumes that can give you temporary flu-like symptoms and can be especially harmful to birds. That said, Teflon pans are FDA approved, and authorities including the American Cancer Society clearly state there are no proven risks to humans from using cookware coated with Teflon or other nonstick surfaces. In other words, today's Teflon and ceramic coated pans are equally safe. If you're still concerned about the safety of Teflon nonstick cookware and are considering ceramic only because the brands that make it claim it's healthier, I'll link to the latest research on this topic in the description of this video. Now that you know the key safety facts, let's talk about performance. Which nonstick coating does a better job at releasing food? Simply put, Teflon prevents sticking significantly better than ceramic. I've tested and reviewed dozens of cookware brands across both categories, and all things equal, food sticks more often to ceramic-coated cookware than it does to Teflon. Although both perform great at first, Teflon's nonstick properties will hold up for at least a couple years, usually longer, while ceramic coatings typically break down and start to stick after about 6 months to a year. The longevity of your cookware depends on how much you use it and how well you treat it. If you're curious, I'll link to my video about how to make nonstick pans last longer in the description below. While my experience is one thing, I looked at a larger sample of data from other real customers. I analyzed hundreds of reviews of Calphalon and Cuisinart. Both brands make Teflon and ceramic coated pans. When I looked at Calphalon reviews, I found that only about 3% of customers who bought the Teflon coated version complain about food sticking, while about 20% of customers who bought the ceramic version complain about sticking. The story was the same with Cuisinart. Only 1% of customers who bought Cuisinart pans with a Teflon coating complained about food sticking, while about 6% of customers who bought their ceramic coated pans mentioned sticking. There's a reason why Teflon pans maintain their nonstick properties longer than ceramic. Ceramic coatings get their nonstick properties from being a self-sacrificial substance, meaning that it slowly releases a bit of silicone oil when heated to prevent sticking. Once that finite amount of silicone oil is depleted, food will stick. On the other hand, Teflon is hydrophobic, which means it repels liquids. Since it doesn't break down with each use, it performs better for longer. The bottom line is this: ceramic's main selling point is that it's safer and better for the environment than Teflon. But since Teflon has been manufactured without PFOA since 2013, the differences in terms of safety are minimal and often overstated by ceramic cookware manufacturers. The most significant difference we know for sure is that ceramic nonstick doesn't last as long. The cooking surface breaks down and loses its nonstick properties quicker than Teflon. If you cook frequently, be prepared to replace your pans every couple of years or maybe sooner. Replacing ceramic pans isn't a huge deal since most aren't overly expensive, but it should make you think twice considering the claims that ceramic is the eco-friendly alternative. Is producing 2 ceramic pans really better for the environment than producing 1 Teflon pan? If you want to learn more about this topic, I'll link to the latest research on this topic in the description. I'll also link to my favorite Teflon and ceramic coated nonstick pans. Those are affiliate links, so I will earn a commission if you click and buy, but at no extra cost to you. If you found this video helpful, check out this video where I highlight the best cookware brands made in the USA. And don't forget to click the logo to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.